everyone, this is Young Woo in my tutorial on how to make your photo look vintage. So the first thing we're going to do is open the image and we're going to add a new layer to the photograph. So you go to the top and click Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and Levels. So we want to add some more black to the photograph, so we're going to slide this black arrow, not this one, I have no idea what that one does. We're going to slide this one over to a reasonable amount. The website says 8, but that barely makes a difference. So, to your liking. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to duplicate the background layer. So, press Control or Command A, Control or Command C, and Command B. Tripping up because I'm a Windows guy. Next, you want to add a new layer to the new layer. Weird. So Filter, Other, then High Pass. So here, it's going to accentuate any patterns or lines that we see in the photograph. I'll click OK. And this is definitely not how we want the final product to look. So come over here to Layers in the bottom right corner and change the mode to Overlay. I totally know what I'm doing right now. The next thing you want to do is go to add another layer. And this one is going to decrease the contrast of the background layer. So, layer, new adjustment layer, brightness and contrast. Lower it to about -20. Or whatever you like. But you want to decrease the contrast. Next step is you want to add curves to your layer. So for anyone that's unfamiliar, curves are basically how much color is present in your photograph. So you can adjust it automatically with the entire RGB curve, or you can go to each one individually, and that's what we're going to be doing. So you go to red and you increase the highlights, decrease the lowlights. Kind of an S-shaped curve. Make sure you don't do it too much, or else it'll look weird. Green, we're doing the same thing. However, with blue, you want to decrease the lowlights and increase the lowlights and decrease the highlights. So you should end up with something like this. Your next step is hue and saturation. So go to the background layer again and add a layer for hue and saturation. And here we're going to decrease the saturation again, because most old photos are kind of washed out and they don't have that much color, but you still want the warm feeling, the kind of red overtones. Last thing is you're going to add noise. And for anyone that has forgotten, image noise is the little speckles that you get, especially when you're taking night photography. So add a filter, noise, add noise. And you want it to be uniform, not this one. And depending on how big your photo is, you can change how much the percentage is. So if it's a really large photograph, you want it to be a little bit more so that the image noise is distributed better. But if it's a small photograph like mine, you can go with a smaller value, around 15. Yeah. Afterwards, you can add a vignette. It's not necessary. So you can press Command Shift R, and you'll get to a whole nother window. Click Custom, decrease the vignette value. If you go all the way, it'll look kind of funny, like it's an Instagram photo. But to maintain professionalism, you want it to be a kind of small value, just enough to be able to see it. There you go, there's your final product. The original image. Let me save this. Make sure you save your image as a JPEG, and you're done. Shout out to J. Cole for the best album, 2K15. Here's your original photograph, and here's the finished. You can go back and change the values again, but there you go.